Okay. Good day. It is Moon Day, the second day of September 2024, in the last part of the lunar cycle, Sspopiikimi, when the chokecherries ripen. We'll soon be into our final summer moon, and I'm out here at Sspopiikimi. Oh, I should say, given that it is September 2nd, this is my friend Desiree Big Swallow's birthday. Happy birthday, Desiree. Hope to see you sometime this week, maybe. Take you out for a birthday celebration. We'll see. But yeah, I was thinking I was going to do a memoirs video out here this afternoon. But instead, I'd really just like to look at what's going on environmentally, ecologically, phenologically down here right now. Do a kind of a nature tour today, and there's some resources that I'm looking for. I'm working on a new box that's based on the prison stick art, matchstick box art kind of technique, but it's utilizing porcupine quills and the stems of the red stems of leafy spurge and other things. So I want to collect some spurge stems today, because this is the time of year when everything's drying up, when the spurge stems turn that nice red color that I want to incorporate into the design. And I'm also looking to collect maybe a few fish at the river right before we leave, little minnows for my fish tank in my kitchen, because I don't got anybody living in there right now. The fighting fish that Britt had in there before has finally kicked the bucket. So I want to get something else in there, maybe a crawdad, maybe some snails, but definitely some minnows. So we're going to stop at the river before we're done. Also, I want to check out some of the snake dens, because I haven't really visited the dens yet to take a look, but I know there should be neonate baby snakes now, and they might even be back at the dens instead of at the rookeries, because they were starting to be born a couple of weeks ago. So we're gonna go check out snake dens, see if anybody's basking around there, look at what else is happening at the pond. Just take a nice walk this afternoon. Don't have any work going on. Went and collected a trap that wasn't hitting. Went and dropped off a new trap at a residence where they're having a raccoon issue. Sounds like I might have another raccoon job like that coming up tomorrow to start, but in general it's kind of slow. I could have went to Colehurst today and done a little bit of stucco work, but I don't know. I feel a little bit lazy, and it is the long weekend for everybody else. Why not for Ryan too? It's bad. That's bad practice, because I need the cashola. But anyway, we're gonna take a walk around. Obviously, much of what's here is dry. Hey, much of what's here is dry, especially in this sun-exposed cut bank. But once you get down to the water, it's all very lush. I see arrowleaf plantain down there. You know, the bulrush is all looking lush and good. Lots of water now in the pond. I mean, not as much as previous years, but more than there was when we checked in a few weeks ago, because we had a little bit of rain and such. I think I see a yellow legs over here. I'm gonna pull up my other camera and show you if that's the case. Also, there have been some herons hanging around the pond, so we're gonna look for those herons. Yeah, just take a little walk. But yeah, I'm gonna pull up my camera and give you a look at this guy right now. I think that's a lesser yellow legs, which is one of the birds that comes in like the herons at the end of the season to take advantage of the low waters. So check him out. Yeah, I was right. It is a lesser yellowlegs. Otgoika in Blackfoot. Yellowlegs. It's one of the birds that gifted somebody spiritually in the past. And there's still a handful of folks with that family name, Yellowlegs, around. Yeah, with this camera, I can probably show you some of the arrow leaf plantain in the water, which isn't edible, by the way. Most of the Western tribes in North America incorporate the tubers and the roots from these plants into their diet, traditional diet. That's the plant on top of the water there. I don't know if you can make out its heart-shaped leaf. But yeah, there's a bunch of it. We used to have that plant here so much at the pond, though I'd see it on the river here and there. No sign of the heron as yet, but we're gonna go to the south end and it's probably over there somewhere. If not in the water in the forest main. Holy smokes, look at this. Across the way I just noticed we have Turtle Central going on. I've been worried about the turtles and how they're gonna survive the summer with the low waters, but clearly not many of them, or not all of them, have left to the river to find other haunts. Lots of turtles, Sspopiikimi painted turtles, here basking at the shore. And some people coming down the way. Here, coming into the wide south pool, you can see that the clematis is all in seed. And it's certainly not the only one. Most of the plants have already gone to seed. There are a few late summer flowers around. I'm not seeing Sspopiikimi, the heron, on the water at the moment. They may be in the forest, the owlwood. We'll go look. Here we have Sspopiikimi. Turtles again. Lots of turtles. And lots of mallard families here. There was a teal mama with some very young ducklings, some still very young late season, late born ducklings around. I'm not seeing her at the moment, but if I bump into her, I'll show you. It's really hot weather, and it looks like most of the ducks are just hanging out on the islands, chilling, napping. It's siesta time for the ducks. It's kind of cool. They're all engaged in the same kind of activity. In fact, do I see any ducks on the water? I see 1, 2, 3. 3 in this whole pool, and probably 25, 30 of them out on the shore sleeping. Water is shallow. You can probably see the aquatic foliage, the milfoil through the water top. Moving on. So we're going to look at a few of the last flowers of summer. This is hairy golden aster right here. Look, there's somebody visiting it. A bee fly. He went away. Hairy golden aster. This looks like hairy golden aster. See, there's hairy golden aster. Here's another kind of aster. This one's called Sspopiikimi. or gumweed in English. Pretty much the same thing in Blackfoot. Oxbee is sticky, and it's an important cough medicine. And then we've got the tufted white prairie aster, just in here. A few flowers from the tufted white prairie aster still around. And just a hair further up the trail here, I think I saw, yes, Canada goldenrod. It's a Canada goldenrod. Smallest of our goldenrods. There should be in the forest, there should be some tall goldenrod as well. We'll look when we're in the forest. But yeah, these are the final flowers of summer. When these are done, there will be no flowers again until next season. I hear waxwings and crickets and clickhoppers. Here's some hairy goldenrod, and check out this nice wasp visiting it. That nice big black wasp. Got honeybees coming around. Got a moth there. It's a lot of pollinators besides the European honeybees, folks. This one had two big wasps sitting on it when I came up. They're a little more flighty than the bees. Here's a big black wasp. Nice. Oh, there's a road duster grasshopper taking off right there. I should be using my other camera. Hold on, I'll switch it. There we go. That's a road duster grasshopper right there. It's the one with the big wings with the yellow stripe on the yellow band on the bottom. See if I can find an example of that black wasp we were looking at, because that's a pretty impressive looking wasp. It's definitely working these flowers, so don't let people tell you that wasps don't pollinate. There's more wasps on these flowers than bees. Yeah, there's a, whoop, I just scared a yellow jacket off, one of them. See if I can find other examples. Now that I got my camera out, everybody's shy. My good camera. Oh, there's a showy purple aster. Another one of the last flowers of summer. Shoot, I think our black wasps went and hid. Well, when I see them again, and I'm sure I will, I'll get some video. Here you can see the Sspopiikimi, ball cactus, berries about, getting ready. There's another one right here. There's another one right here. All over these ridges you'll find Sspopiikimi, especially where it's exposed like this. Okay. Lots going on in the water today. Big, everybody's recreating. People are swinging off the high-level bridge on ropes. People are kayaking and floating and having fun with our last bit of summer. No snakes, by the way. I've checked the dens, which are also along this ridge, some of them anyway, and no snakes, which is surprising to me. course, it might be because we're in the heat of the day at this point. And when it's kind of too hot for people, people don't want to be outside unless you're in the water. Snakes don't want to be outside either. They got to control their body temperature, and this is just a bit too warm. Been looking around at the leafy spurge and stuff as I'm going through here. Most of it has not turned red yet on the stems. They still got to dry out quite a bit. These some of these licorice are turning a nice red on the stem. I'm also thinking about collecting some of these horsetails, these scouring rushes here. Yeah, it may be that I will be unable to get my leafy spurge that I'm wanting quite yet. I'm a little bit too early still. I like these rusty colored burrs for the wild licorice. They are getting a nice red stem that I'll find use for something, you know. Look at that nice stem. These are the asparagus and asparagus berries turning red. They're kind of alright when they're green, but when they're red they don't taste so good. But if you want asparagus seeds, there's lots out here. Lots of these like little green berries on the buckbrush. There's some tall goldenrod. It's all played out. Flowers are going to seed now. Just transforming. Yet the other morning as Carol and I were going through here, the herons were roosted. There was 3 of them roosted in the trees. Not seeing them as yet today. You can see the ring-billed gulls are starting to gather up in flocks for the day. They'll be they won't be headed out for a while yet though. They're kind of late leavers. I just got stung on the on my side, on my rib cage, by a wasp. Everybody's having wasp stings because it's that late season. There's just tons of wasps around. I've been stung 4 times this season. I feel like my bee curse is back or something. 2 of them were, you know, from my pet wasps in the backyard, so, and it's kind of my fault. But 2 of them have just been random stings that I've got this summer, which is fairly unusual. I've gone many years now not getting any stings since I broke the curse. Maybe because I've been moving wasp nests and fucking around with them, they're putting the curse back on me. I don't know, but it stings. Oh, my poor forest mane. So destroyed by that fire a few years back. Just a bunch of tree stumps and dead wood now. There's still some live trees, but not too many. Oh, I hear the voice of a kingfisher along the river here. Ouch, that wasp sting hurts. Damn it. While my other efforts at resource collection, my quests for the day have pretty much gone unfulfilled, maybe at least I'll be able to find some aquatic life forms here for my fish tank. Just checking this little side stream of the river. Hopefully I can pick up, at the very least, some minnows, if not some snails, a little crawdad or two. Hopefully I don't fail at this quest as well. We'll see. I'm a little disappointed. I was not able to secure any aquatic life forms in the river for my tank. I saw a few minnows, not many, not as many as I typically do when I visit the river. Saw a few, but they stayed far enough ahead of me that there was no chance I was going to grab them with my net. No crawdads, no snails. There was a leopard frog, but it saw me before I saw it, hopped in and disappeared. So I'm gonna go drop in at the dock on the pond, see if there's even any water connected to it, and whether, I mean, there might be a good chance for snails over there, but we'll see. Go check it out anyway. Well, this is the extent of the water accessible off the dock. Just a little puddle. Not even much to it. And other than a little bit of duckweed, I'm not seeing anything of interest to me. This is all dry through here. Yeah, this whole thing should be floating on water. This is how low the water at the pond has become. There's no water. There's a dock with no water. Yeah, fancy. Okay then. Well, I guess we'll hike it back to the parking lot now. Call it a round. At least I got out for the afternoon. Had a little bit of a walk. Seen what was around that I had expected. Seen what wasn't around that I had expected. And kind of getting a look at how far along the plants are to where they want to be, to where I want to collect them this year. Goose couple hanging out. Yeah, end of the summer. Coming into end of the summer. Although I don't imagine we're going to get winter for a while, you know. But all of the life is going to go into winter mode regardless. All right. Guess we'll call that a wrap.